My name is Laviai Nielsen. I'm 20 years old and I'm a 400 metre runner. 2015 for me was a massive breakthrough year. I feel like everything huge happened in that one season. Winning the European Junior Championships for me was a massive game changer in terms of my mindset, because I feel like before that I didn't completely believe in myself and having belief in my abilities. And so coming away with 2 golds just completely changed the way that I think about my training and the way that I think about going in my day-to-day life, focusing on, being successful. So I'm currently training and working towards the indoor season of 2016. The indoor season is not really like a massive thing. We kind of just compete indoors to test where we're at with our training and just to have the opportunity to compete again. For indoors, for me, I'm going to try and do the British University Championships, which is in mid-February. And last year I got a silver, so this year I want to get gold. And maybe challenge the championship record as well, which was also set last year. And then the week after that is the British trials for the World Indoor Championships, which I want to have a go at as well. My name's Lina Nielsen, I'm 20 years old and I'm a 400 metre runner, and I study chemistry at Queen Mary University of London. Everything I sort of achieved so far happened last year. I was a national bronze medalist over the 400 outdoors, and I was a European junior finalist in the 400 metres, and me and my twin sister both won the gold at the European junior 4x4. Right now what I'm focusing on for this short-term, sort of near future, I'm looking to win BUCS, which is the British University Championship. I sort of want to win it because I got the national bronze medal last year and I was a European finalist, and yes, I got the European gold at the 4x4, but that was with 3 other people. I've never actually gotten my own title, so I'm not a champion anywhere. And so for me, I really want to just build a profile for myself, and I think the first step to that is to become the British University champion. My twin sister and I are really, really close. We're probably like the same person, but we have our differences. Training with her and competing with her can be absolutely amazing because we have the same body type, we have the same genetics. So when we're training, we know that we can't slack if the other one's working really hard, because if she can do it, then I can do it. It's that kind of mindset. In terms of our athletics, I think it's really, really special because in terms of our training, we have someone who's basically a carbon copy of ourselves. So if we see that our twin is doing something, like she's slightly better than me at something, you know that, okay, you're supposed to be there as well. So you should work harder to be at that point. So I think being a twin sort of gives us a slight advantage because we're always looking to improve ourselves and better ourselves. Having Lena running the same event that I do, like people always kind of make jokes about us competing against each other and you need to beat her and like she needs to beat me kind of thing. But at the end of the day, there's so many good 400 metre runners in the country that having your sister there doesn't exactly make a huge difference.
Coming around the bend, and it's Laviai Nielsen already up on her sister on the stagger there, and Sherry Silton challenging, and Bedneva looking to present this British 1-2-3. The other Nielsen fading a little bit now, but it's Laviai Nielsen coming into the home straight, being challenged by Sherry Silton, but it's Laviai Nielsen and Hilton, a British 1-2, just as we had in the men's 100 metres. Beautifully smooth runners, both of them. Laviai Nielsen wins it, Hilton in second place, Bedneva is in third.
People tend to see twins as one entity. Twins are always supposed to be together, it's supposed to be the same. And if there was a sort of event where only one of us is there, and people are used to seeing us as twins, they'd be like, okay, why is only one of them there? Why are both of them not there? And it would be quite sort of distracting, I think. And also if we don't both get the same results, which we don't at the moment, but if it gets to a point where we are getting the same results and at one point we don't get the same results, people would sort of question why we're not getting the same results, I think. So it does benefit us in a way, but I think there could be a time where it could be a disadvantage as well. I think what inspires me every single day to keep training, keep pushing myself, is the dream that I had from when I was like 16, and watching the Olympics in my hometown was pretty incredible. And ever since then, I've kind of wanted that same success. And when I train every day, I think having that mindset that I can go to the Olympics and just training to the best of my ability is another thing that keeps me going. You know, I don't tend to do things half-heartedly. When I go to training, I'm there to give my absolute all. I think one fear that I need to sort of learn to let go of in life is to get out of my comfort zone. I think that is a fear. I mean, many people would say, oh, just get out of your comfort zone. And it's easier said than done. I mean, to be a 400-metre runner, you have to be completely fearless. You will be in pain and you will feel discomfort, but you have to push past that point and push yourself to the limit where you think, okay, that is everything that I can give. And I think that's one thing that I can't do. I can't push myself, and I don't know why. It could be experience, lack of experience, or it could be, linked to something else, but I need to let go of any fear that I have and just push myself to the point where I think that is it, that I've given everything that I can have. I feel like I'm in really good shape. Yeah, I feel really good in training. And Bucks isn't too far away, so hopefully I'll feel like this when I'm there and just win it. I'm really excited. Yeah, so like last week I found out that I had a torn hamstring, which I had no idea about. It just means that I have to pull out my indoor season, which I was really looking forward to, and that I thought I would do really well in. I tore it over here and the back here. So I've been doing gym like almost every day. Strengthen my hamstring. It ends up being boring, like just do the same thing every day. But gotta fix it. This rotatory equals different directions.
Oh, that's nice thing. What?
Right now I'm in my second year of my degree, and it's obviously stepped up from my first year. So this year I'm finding myself to be a lot busier than I was last year. There are days where I'll just stay in the library until about 11 in the night just to try and just keep on top of my work. I had a workshop I had a lecture from 9 to 10, and that was okay. And then I had a workshop that I didn't know about from like 11 to 12, and it was like he gave us 20 minutes to half an hour to use all this data from like different spectra and then like try and find this compound from just graphs and stuff. I was like, I didn't have to do this. It was really hard, and our brains were fried by the end of it. So hard. And then I had to do my lab report, which is due tomorrow morning. So I did that. That took me about 3 hours. And then I did some inorganic chemistry. So it's been a packed day. Very packed day. And I've got tests next week. So I sort of plan my day around training. Like everything I do is planned around training. So when I eat my lunch, when I eat my breakfast, when do I study? It's all sort of built around my training schedule. So I cut these up and we'll start cooking the risotto. Could you continue cooking it so I can go and take my lecture note? Please. Yeah, it's quite tough to do both of them, especially this year, doing quite an intense degree at uni quite a lot. So balancing it out, I really have to make sure that I'm not sort of slacking. I always have to be doing something to stay on top of anything that I'm doing, whether it's training or studying. I study geography because I like to learn about the world that we live in, and I'm really interested in like the processes of how things come about, like development in particular, I'm really interested in.
Material that was held up in the K phase, all of the nutrients, all of the energy, etc., which had high potential.
My dissertation next year, I'm actually going to study the development of East London as a result of the 2012 Olympics. So it's really cool that I get to link my career with my degree. We're both really into our music, so going to shows we quite like seeing our favourite artists.
Chocolate's infectious, so you say it like a rich person.
So Lina hadn't heard of the single yet, but me and Rav had, and we were like, Lina, have you had a grapefruit curry? She goes, yeah, it's that syrup. We find it really, really important to just sort of let go of track and let go of studying once in a while and just blow off some steam with like good music and sort of good fun. So I had an injury recently, which took me out of running for about 4 weeks. It was a slight hamstring tear, which should have only taken about 2 weeks to recover, but instead it took about 4 weeks, which was really difficult on my part because I really just wanted to get back into training and preparing myself for the outdoor season. It also meant that I had to miss out my indoor season, which I was really sad about, but I'm kind of glad that it happened when it did because it gave me a chance to kind of step back and reflect on my training so far and how I've been running when I've been running really fast, and I just realised that I have a lot of work to do and a lot of strengthening to do. So I'm back running now, which feels really nice. I've managed to apply like my new strength into running, and I feel really strong. I feel quite fast already, having missed 4 weeks anyway. So I'm just really preparing for the outdoor season. And I'm really looking forward to it. I won bucks, so I'm the British University champion, which sounds amazing. But it only hit me on the podium when I actually got the gold medal around me, because I finished the race and I wasn't so much happy with the time, and I didn't again push myself, which is really annoying. But then when I was on the podium, I was like, yes, I've actually got a title. So now when I get introduced at races, I'll be known as the British University champion. So it feels incredible to be a champion and to actually have a title. It's really exciting, actually. Believing in yourself has got to be one of the biggest contributors to your success. You've always got to believe that you can be successful. I mean, there's no point going into training thinking, oh, I'm not that good. There's no way I'm going to be able to do that. You know, staying positive and just having fun and just believing that you can do whatever it is you want to achieve really pushes you on every day, and I think it can make a massive difference. For me, in my own experience, if I've gone into training with the belief that either I can do that training session or I can improve in 3 weeks' time or I can make that championships, just having that belief has really changed the way I train. I really only have 2 goals or 2 ambitions that I want to achieve in life. The first one is to make an Olympic Games. I mean, every sports person would love to make an Olympic Games. I mean, it only comes every 4 years, and as a career in athletics, you'd only have about 10 years. So for it to come every 4 years, that's a lot of time. So to make an Olympic Games would be like such an achievement. It would be amazing. And my other goal in life is to be an inspiration. I think that's more of a qualitative goal that I'd like to achieve. Like, I want people to look at me and think, oh my gosh, she can do it, and what's to stop me from doing it?